so sorry. We just took an entire intro and
Summer wasn't recording.
It wasn't recording.
It was a pretty good one too.
I know, let me double check.
So we got our spray foam.
Take two.
Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand.
Hi everybody. So we are insulating today. We got our insulation in the mail. We got it in yesterday?
Yep, got it in yesterday. We were actually surprised because, pretty much all the companies were either back ordered or out of it. And, this company said they had it in stock, and then we ordered it and they were like, well, we don't actually have it. It's coming from the manufacturer. So we were like, oh great, it's going to take forever. But come to find out, the manufacturer's in Fenton, right down the road from us. So it only took like 4 or 5 days before we got it. So it was pretty quick.
And as you can see, there's no bottle in this box, which means we are insulating today. The reason we're insulating today is because it is 70 degrees. It's also Christmas Eve in Missouri, so.
Yep. So yeah, we got the bottles sitting in the truck right now heating up. We're trying to get them to about 85 degrees. That way we get the most amount of yield out of the foam as we possibly can.
A couple things. This is not a how-to video on how you're supposed to spray foam your shipping container house. This is not a DIY video. This isn't a what you should do or take notes and step-by-steps. No, this is how we're going to get our shipping container house insulated in 2 days before it freezes again, basically.
Luckily, my cousin Jimmy came out to hunt this morning, and he happens to be a pretty good welder, so we got him over there doing some welding for us right now while we're getting ready for spray foam. Time to get to work.
First things first, this place is a wreck. Cody has been out here camping pretty much by himself. He's also gotten a ton done because it's a mess in here, because he's been camping out here and just knocking things out left and right. We need to get this place clean so that way we can insulate. So why are you insulating the insulation?
It's about 70 degrees out. We've had the bottles sitting in the truck with the heater going for a while, so they're relatively warm, but we want to keep them warm. So I had the generator insulation box with a heater sitting in between the two bottles. That way it should keep them about 85, 90 degrees hopefully. It'll make for a lot more yield out of the spray foam, and it'll spray a lot easier.
And he's about to start spraying, so.
Yep, doing the last couple things to finish getting ready and we'll be good.
Couple things. We have not cut out a couple windows, a dog door, just haven't gotten to it, and we probably won't at the current moment, but with the weather conditions, it's the only time we're going to be able to spray, so we kind of just have to do it.
We're only doing an inch of spray foam because spray foam's super expensive, so if we only use an inch, we can have enough insulation to, inch and a half, but we'll have enough insulation to be able to bury the dew point in the spray foam. That way we won't have to worry about condensation issues.
Yeah.
So, and then we'll use normal fiberglass insulation on top of it.
We're using the spray foam as a vapor barrier because, like you said, we just don't want condensation issues, mold in the walls, moisture, things like that. He's bitching about his hair, but he's the one who didn't want to get a suit.
So hard to see from the moment we arrive. Cornelia, you are one who will survive. Time's been bad, you put smiles on everyone. Think of you and of all I should have done. It don't mean a thing what shape or form that you're in. What place you're from, the wealth of the colors.
So that's all we're gonna do tonight. He got basically one full container finished minus a little bit of the roof. We have family Christmas, so
Got stuff to do.
that's stuff to do. But we feel accomplished, got enough done. So we'll be back out tomorrow on Christmas. We're gonna be spray foaming on Christmas.
Yeah.
So, all right. And for y'all, it'll literally just be the next clip. So bye. It's the day after Christmas. Oh, this is lovely. It's the day after Christmas. We've been camping at the property. We have not, as you can see, we have not finished the other half of the container's insulation because we want to work on getting some of these windows finished up.
It's got to do one project to do the next project to do the next project. So right now I'm installing the fireplace. That way I can move the fireplace from where it's currently at, which is a hole for the window, over to where it's supposed to be. That way I can cut the hole out for the window and start putting the window in.
Yes. So start on the fireplace, then we can work on the windows. And then we're probably going to spray tomorrow, whether we have everything done or not. It's the last warm day, so we're going to spray tomorrow. So
Let's do it.
let's do it. So as far as how he's installing the fireplace, which I'm going to show, but in regards to like specs and all of that, the fire chief is going to look at the directions for the fireplace that we purchased. So he's going to look at these specs to see if we are under code or not. So that's how Cody is installing it, basically exactly by the book.
For better days to come and carry us like wind in our sails. Hold on tight, I can smell the shore, it's right in front of us if we just hold on tight. This vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn. We are dreamers of the shore. 7 years now on this boat, and we all know
So basically, we already had the insulation done right here, so it burnt a little bit whenever we were cutting and welding everything, but we went ahead and pulled back all the burnt shards, and everything else is still stuck to the container really well, so wherever it burnt, we'll scrape all the rest of the stuff off and then we'll respray it.
Pretty much from what the weather app is telling us. So we are going to spray. We learned from our mistakes though from last time. We are adding sheeting so that way we can cover a lot of our stuff because quite a few things got spray foam on them. And then Cody also got a Tyvek suit so that way he doesn't get covered himself. Me and him both got covered last time. He was able to get the fireplace, which y'all saw, he was able to get the fireplace installed and finished both the bedroom windows yesterday, but we have not finished installing these windows. The framing doesn't have to be done, obviously, for spray foam to be in, and what we're going to do is leave about a 2-inch gap between the window and where we spray the insulation. That way, he can go back and cut them out, install the beam, install the window, and weld it, and it not mess with the foam. Because we tried to test run it out over here with the fireplace, and unfortunately,
while it works and it's not really a big deal, it just makes a ton of smoke, and obviously, you know,
Yeah.
we're wasting spray foam in the process. So,
but we really didn't have a choice, so we just kind of made do with what we had. And on these windows, we're just gonna try to make it a little bit more simple for us. We are ordering another can of spray foam, so eventually we will spray foam again before we do drywall to make sure that everything is an inch. We're gonna go back and measure everything, and when we do that, we will spray around these windows.
but as far as getting the metal building done, we need the surface temperature to be at least 70. So we're gonna get a light coat on everything. That way we'll be able to actually keep it warm enough in here, because even only a little bit of insulation is enough for it to not be the same temperature as the steel outside. So
Yeah.
if we can just get that light coat on, then we'll still be able to finish. I know, it's getting hot in here. Be able to finish spraying while it's cold outside, because with the fireplace, we'll be able to keep it nice and hot in here.
Instead of heating them in the truck like we did last time, we have the fireplace going, so he's heating them on the fireplace, or next to the fireplace.
Definitely not on.
Definitely not on.
And then also when you're heating them, you gotta make sure to rock the bottles back and forth. That way you evenly heat all of the material inside and distribute the heat through the bottle, so you don't just get one part of the bottle really hot.
We changed the size of these 2 front living room windows since he's added in this framing. So he is going back, double checking all the measurements, drawing where the new windows are gonna go. So when he does the spray foam, he makes sure to leave space for that.
At your own pace, you need to find your way. I know now you'll never change your mind for something that matters to me. You do not know what I have in mind. Packed our bags, we'll be on our way. Night was long as I waited out of sight. As I know what my
Turn on the air conditioning because it's kind of hot out today. Rolled down some windows, hill jump, so cracked him, and gave him his ball and a peanut butter treat. He'll be solid for 30 minutes while Cody sprays. To put on his super suit.
Oh my god, it's gonna be a million degrees. I probably should take my pants off.
Ooh, you can take your pants and your shirt off if you want.
I actually can, that's a good idea.
Okay, see you in a minute, guys. He has his long johns underneath, but he doesn't want to be seen in his skinnies, so. He is not a fan of that.
Who are you barking at?
We did gag gifts along with real gifts this year for Christmas, and this was in my gag gifts, so it's actually going to come in handy.
Perfect.
There you
Better than our
go.
other one since it's new, so I can actually see.
The floor is a monstrosity that I'm gonna have to tackle later.
So I was able to get pretty much 2 coats on the whole container. I did a very light first coat to make sure we got the entire container covered. Because like I said, if it ends up getting too cold and we can't spray anymore, at least we have a thin coat on so the spray foam itself doesn't get as cold as it gets outside, so we can still spray it in the cold. So yeah, I was able to get a thin coat on, and then when I was done, I realized the bottles were still super heavy, so I knew I was gonna be able to do a second coat, so I just went ahead and went back over everything, pretty much covered up all the color spots so you can't see the color from the container anymore, maybe in a few little spots, but for the most part it's completely covered now. So we probably only need to get a 200 square foot kit, hopefully, and then we'll be able to get to the right thickness through the whole container, and then we can do fiberglass insulation and we'll be good to go.
Oh, and I see you sealed around the...
Yeah, and I went back around the fireplace where we burnt it.
Perfect. So
So after
yeah.
I did second coat on everything, I was like, shit, I still have spray foam. What do I do now? Everything's on that side, so I couldn't really touch up over there, but
So yeah, so we'll order another kit and then spray in a couple days, whether it's cold or not, we'll be able to get the surface temperature warm enough. So yeah, insulation is almost done.
that is a game changer.
Yep.
I'm gonna close the windows and see how quiet it is.
We've gone 2 days without showering,
I'm sweaty and I'm stinking. I'm hungry.
and I have spray foam all collectively in the back of my hair.
Yep. Same.
And I'm sweaty and I'm stinking and I'm hungry. And Rocky just wants to
Play ball
play
as
ball.
usual.
So, and I want to wash my face. It's so bad. So, this is a really bad intro. Outro.
Yeah. Anyway, we got the fireplace installed permanently and correctly, and all the insulation done. So
Not correction. Majority of the insulation done.
yeah,
We still have to spray it.
well, only a little bit.
Only a little bit. So,
We out here.
bye guys. Say bye, Rocky. Say bye-bye.
Speak.
Speak.
He ain't feeling it.
Nope, he's tired too.
We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand?